Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, The Quiet Whispers. This is Michelle here. All right, so I am going to hop right on into this message. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. I hope that you'll stay and become a part of the community. And if you choose to do so, please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. If any of my downloads resonate with you in any way, and if you are returning, thank you for the love and support. All right, now let's get into it. So, somebody is procrastinating, but they don't look at it as procrastination. They look at it as waiting for the perfect time. Somebody has gotten a creative idea to start something or do something. Somebody may, be thinking of starting their own business, or like I said, just doing something creative. Somebody has a creative idea to start something or do something, but they're just sitting back doing nothing. It's something that they've entertained, they thought about it, and they're just sitting around doing nothing but wasting time, pretty much procrastinating. um they don't feel like now is the time. They're waiting for the quote unquote perfect time. There's a bunch of excuses. Well, I got to do this first, and then I need to do that first, and I need to wait to do and I need to wait to do this because of XYZ. Just a bunch of excuses. I'm hearing, if you're waiting for the perfect moment is never going to come. The time is now. And I mean now in all caps. The time is now to do it. Um, this doesn't necessarily have to be a creative idea. For some people, it could. That's what I originally picked up, a creative idea. However, some of you could be thinking about going back to school um, as well. But some of you are thinking about taking a turn or taking a change in your direction. But I feel like some of you, this message that I'm picking up on, you're being guided, you're being nudged to do this. Okay, and I find it, I kind of feel like this coincides a little bit with my other video. I just recorded a video not too long ago about someone finally learning their worth and seeing their worth and knowing their worth. It's like somebody is finally believing in themselves. Like somebody is finally believing in their skill set, and they're finally trusting and believing in their abilities. But now you have to step out on faith. Now you have to step out on faith, and you have to make it happen. There is no right time to start whatever it is you're trying to start. The time is now. Okay. And a lot of times we can also use the excuse that, we're waiting on God to give us a sign. We're waiting on God to give us a confirmation. While in some cases, nothing is wrong with using wisdom and discernment and waiting on God. Absolutely nothing is wrong sometimes with, being patient and waiting on God to see if you get a green light from God. But sometimes God is waiting on us just to start so he can meet us halfway. All right. So sometimes we can use that. That's why I said it's an excuse. Somebody's procrastinating and they think they're waiting for the perfect moment, but they're really not. Okay. And then you're sitting around waiting and you're pushing it back, pushing it back, pushing it back. And, you're allowing doubts and fears to take over instead of just stepping out on faith and doing it, and just, going with the flow of things and learning the process along the way, you know. So don't shoot the messenger on this one. I've been digging through some of my old things, and I came across one of my old books. It is a TD Jakes book. And at first, I wasn't going to mention this in the video, but this message coincides with this download that I got. Okay. And when I got this download, it prompted me to search for the TD Jakes book. Because what is mentioned here in this book is very, very, very good advice. It's wisdom and it's spiritual guidance. And in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, I was hesitant to mention this due to, the allegations and things that has been made in regards to TD Jakes. But look, sometimes the message always isn't going to come from a person that you want to hear the message from. Point blank, period. For whatever reason. And this particular book that I'm referencing came out, long before. This was like very, very, very early in his career. But this is something like this is a nugget here in this book. And I'm just going to quote a certain passage in this book because it pertains to this download that I got about somebody so called waiting for the perfect moment when really what they're doing is procrastinating. Okay. Um, that's why I say don't shoot the messenger. And let me just get this out the way too. If for whatever reason you dismiss the message, then one, this message is not for you, or two, you're not spiritually mature enough to receive the message. Just period. You're not mature enough to receive the message. Because sometimes, like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, I might sound like a broken record. Sometimes God will use people to deliver a message, and it's the last person that you want to hear the message from, or you may pass judgment on somebody and you don't want to hear the message from that person, or you may smack your lips or suck your teeth or roll your eyes, or you may say, "Oh, please," and click off. Well, that means it was not for you. Either it was not for you or you were too immature to receive the message because you're too busy judging and casting stones at people. Just period. I just got to keep it real. But whoever you are out there, who is sitting on this creative idea, this idea, and you've been getting nudged, okay, and you've been getting all signs of confirmations and synchronicities that this is something that could really be successful and that you could really do well at, and you're just sitting on it, sitting on it, sitting on it. And what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna let a good opportunity pass you by. Okay. It says, and this is from TD Jakes books, like one of his very first books called The Lady, Her Lover, and Her Lord. I meant to mention, I'm just thinking out loud. I meant to mention because I did another video about another book that I had picked up, but that's just me thinking out loud. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. But let me stay on topic. Um so this little passage from this book, it says, God blesses you with creative thoughts. The thought is not for your enjoyment. It is for your edification. That means it comes to build you up. It will not build you up if you do not do what you are thinking. Creative thought without faith-filled action will leave you a dreamer. You will be a resource center for other people who take your ideas and move to the top. If you are woman enough to create the concept, then be woman enough to produce the product. That is a whole entire word. Okay. So when I got this download, okay, somebody's waiting for the perfect moment. The time is now. And like I said, I went digging for this book. Because I remember this particular part in this book because it stood out to me as well when I first picked it up and read it. And this was a few years ago now that I read this book. This was actually years ago. I had this book for many years now, but still that's not the point. I went digging for this book because I'm like, oh my goodness, somebody needs to hear this. This is your confirmation to go ahead and get started. Start laying the foundation. Start doing the groundwork. So whatever it is, whatever this idea is that you've been blessed with this idea, you've had this idea for a while, you've been sitting on it, it's been like nudging you, you've been getting like that nudge. It's in the back of your mind, but you constantly think about it. Okay. You may tune it out by doing other things, but then it comes back to you. You need to go ahead and handle that. You need to stop procrastinating. You need to stop wasting time. Rebuke any of those doubts, rebuke any of those fears, rebuke any of those, now is not the time, now is not the right time, waiting for the perfect moment. It's a cop out. Rebuke it in Jesus' name. If you need a confirmation, this is your confirmation to go ahead and start. Don't let something pass you by. Let me read this passage one more time because I really want this to sink in because there's somebody out there that's sitting on a very good idea. Okay. You need to step out on faith. Go ahead and get started on this so that God can meet you halfway. God will meet you halfway and God will assist you the rest of the way, but you got to start first. Don't forget, faith without works is dead. Okay. I'm going to read this passage one more time. This is a really quick video because it's straight, it's simple, it's to the point. Okay. And it really is a message within a message. Okay. You're getting a twofer right here. All right. One is don't shoot the messenger. Okay. Just because of who the messenger is, because you can miss out on your blessing by shooting the messenger. All right. And number two, you're procrastinating, telling yourself you're waiting for the perfect moment when the perfect moment is now. The time is now. Okay. You're going to miss out on your blessing. You're going to let your blessing pass you by. All right. So I'm going to read this passage one more time. It says, God blesses you with creative thought. The thought is not for your enjoyment, it is for your edification. That means it comes to build you up. It will not build you up if you do not do what you are thinking. Creative thought without faith-filled action will leave you a dreamer. You will be a resource center for other people who take your ideas and move to the top. If you are woman enough to create the concept, then be woman enough to produce the product. If you are woman enough to create the concept, then be woman enough to produce the product. If you are woman enough to create the concept, then be woman enough to produce the product. Creative thought without faith-filled action will leave you a dreamer. Do not miss out on your blessing. Don't miss out on the opportunity to see where things can actually go. Are you afraid of success? Are you in your comfort zone? Get out of your comfort zone. This is your confirmation. There is no perfect time. There is no perfect time. Just get started. Do it now. You may be thinking, what if something goes wrong? What if this happens? What if that happens? No. What if something actually goes right? What if it goes right? All right. So that was another message. That was a message. Like I said, that was a message within a message. That was a message within a message. And like I said, don't shoot the messenger. But how you receive this message will most definitely determine your maturity level, and how you receive the message will most definitely determine where you are on this journey spiritually. I just got to keep it real. Where you are in your life spiritually, and where you are in your life at your maturity level, how you receive this message. But this is for somebody out there. This is confirmation for you if you need a confirmation. All right. Now is the time to get proactive. All right. So that's all I have for you today. If the message resonated, please make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. And please make sure you hit that notification bell so that when I upload more downloads, you will get notified. All right, y'all. So, mm, 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 mm. This is Michelle signing off. Thank you for tuning in to the Quiet Whispers. Until next time, bye bye. Be blessed, y'all.